As singers, we have some really complicated things to do. There's some really complicated coordination that is needed for a great vocal technique and for the ideas and creative expression you want to get out to really work well for you. So it's important that you really set the voice in a place where that can really happen. So I've conceived a little thing that works for a lot of singers that I work with, and it's called no peaks or leaks. And actually it's about balancing the voice. So let's start with no peaks, and that's really talking about the top notes of any exercise you want to attempt. So for instance, if I was to sing a basic scale, a peak that might be too much is when I add a little bit too much muscle at the top and go a bit too wide with the vowel. And actually that vowel goes really rogue, and actually I'm getting that really muscular peak at the top, and that's not giving me balance. And so I want to really regulate that balance of breath pressure, and I want to make sure that vowel stays in a really good place. So that lovely balanced place where everything just seems to slip from one thing to another, and that's going to come with an easy, relaxed and released vocal tract and all those muscles working coordination. Then we move on to no leaks, and that's talking about the idea of leaking breath. And breath leakage can really compromise your tone. It can really rob you of some resonance. So it's so important when you're starting your singing that you start with a lovely pure tone. And it starts with that first note of the phrase, making sure that's nice and clean. Sometimes we go too breathy, ah. Sometimes we go too hard, ah. But actually that balanced place, ah, is where we want to be. So if we were to sing ah, as opposed to starting with that breathy onset, ah, it's very difficult to get clean once you've started in that imbalanced place with the breath leakage. Be really strict on yourself and make sure that every single note has a really clean and breathless approach, and so you've got a clean and balanced tone to take into your singing for that day. You can add style to that, you can manipulate things, you can change things in your singing and your expression, but a clean and pure tone is the best starting point for your voice, and it means you've got a great foundation for all the creative ideas you want to get through the songs that you're about to sing.